You're going to see the whole process. Why not? I'm not hiding anything. Knight. I don't know if I said 9. It's Knight of Pentacles. So steadfast and trustworthy. 8 of Pentacles. That's learning. So this makes sense for how I'm doing this. Learning, developing your skills. They will pay off later. Judgment. Good luck if anybody ever tried to read my notes. I write like a 10-year-old boy. I write the same way as everything else, fast and just fast. Or we could say impatient. Like, hey, listen, I know my shadows. And I'm growing and I'm learning because my patience is about a level 2. My goal is keep rising in that area. Alrighty, so Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Judgment, and 3 of Swords. We're talking about building a community, okay? So, the 9 of Pentacles is steadfast and trustworthy. So, that's the type of people we want to bring into our lives, okay? True-hearted friends that care, that are like-minded, that are not going to put you down, that are not going to project their own insecurities onto you, okay? To make themselves feel a certain kind of way, make you feel bad. Should a real friend make you feel bad? I mean, I need you to ask yourself that, because I know what bothers me the most about it is you're never going to hear me say anything like to slight somebody I care about. Like, not at all. I mean, it's one thing if you joke around and be like, you know your girlfriend really good, and you joke around and be like something legitimately funny that you both can laugh at. Not anything that's weird, like a projection of some weird insecurity or jealousy that you have. That is not your friend. Your friends don't do that. Your friends uplift you, love every quality about you, and even if they don't, they love that you have imperfections. And they're certainly not going to point them out to make themselves feel better or anything like that, okay? Rethink that, people. That is not normal. It's not normal. Don't accept that from people. That's not your friends. Even your family. Don't accept that. Firm boundaries. I don't like that. Don't speak to me like that. I thought about doing that. I thought about doing that today, because the thing about it is I understand where it's coming from. Not understand as in I accept it, but I understand where it's coming from. And it's not worth causing a scandal at work when I know it's basically coming from their own insecurities, okay? But if it's family or friends, you should definitely draw a boundary, because those are people you got to spend potentially years or maybe your whole life with. So if you want to be happy around them, then you have to tell them that you're not going to take that kind of garbage. Garbage, a lot of garbage tonight. I apparently think those things are garbage. Whatever. I'm not going to correct it. I guess that's how I feel, or I wouldn't be saying it. But you know what? That's how Spirit feels. They feel like that's garbage. So they're like, no, that's garbage, people. Raise your vibration. Thank you, Spirit. 2 times now. Remember, pay attention to what you're saying and the messages that you're getting. Eight Pentacles is learning, developing your skills, and because they will pay off later. So, you know, just like I'm learning more and more about my skill as an intuitive reader, I have a long way to go in memorizing the cards and stuff, but I feel comfortable with that because it's just this is a jump off and a channel for conversation with you all about all different kind of topics. So it's okay that I don't know every single one of them, because it's kind of a guide, and then I let things channel in because I believe in the connection that I have with my higher power, God, my spirit guides, however you want to say that, whatever you feel comfortable with, that this is kind of like just these are a tool for me to get the messages and kind of stay a little bit more focused, because again, I have a quick, I'm a Gemini rising, so and a Virgo, when I just, even Scorpios, we're analytical, we're fat, like it's a lot, okay? You can tell by the way I talk. So anyway, we're meeting new friends that are stable and true. We're going to learn new skills, whatever that means. That could be learning skills on how to deal with your family and friends and your new group of people that you want in your life. You know, learning skills on how to give them good advice. Anything that helps you, you know, with your new community. Okay. Judgments, new potential. Take new opportunities, a new project or decision that will affect the rest of your life. Career success is going to come quicker than expected. And I hope this does come. I hope this does. My goal is community, healing family wounds, and creating a loving environment of people that I can uplift and that can uplift me. So I hope that comes quickly. I do, for all of us. I hope that comes quickly for all of us. If you're watching this and you want to also be part of the community, let's all help it grows. I hope it grows quickly and is successful, because I think it's good for all of us. It's a healing place that we can come together, you know, when you might just need a funny message or a laugh or a serious message, just a different point of view on a daily or weekly basis when you might have had a crappy day at work. And then you can tune in and be like, hey, look, I'm not the only one. Let me think about it in a more lighthearted way or serious way. Just get a different point of view. That's what we're here for. And then you have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is heartache, painful endings, usually of relationships. But we'll just say of anything, you know. Which when that happens, when those people deceive you or have third parties or just scandal in general, people making off comments to you, let's just say any form of heartache that someone else is causing you, once you get through that person, place, or thing, that obstacle that's been in your life causing you pain is removed. Okay, so it is an ending, but it'll remove that obstacle out of the way so that you can move forward to find new friends, family, jobs, or anything you are desiring as far as a steadfast, trustworthy, safe place for you, me, your family, community. Okay? All right. That's nice. All right. So we learned. Right? We learned the Knight of Pentacles is trustworthy person in your life. Let's just say that. Okay? I believe Eight of Pentacles was learning. Judgment. I can't remember Judgment. Let's do Judgment again. Judgment was, oh yeah, new potential in taking new opportunities, a new project or decision that will affect the rest of your life. Career success. Okay, so judgment is apparently just putting things in perspective so that you can move forward with after judging the situation. Think before you move. Let's put it that way. Judgment is taking time to think before you make an action that could affect you for the rest of your life. There, that's a good way to say it. Judgment. Three of Swords. Remember what Three of Swords is. That's heartache. So I guess we could think of three. That could be a third party. That could be cheating or an outside source that causes pain and heartache or destruction, I guess. Okay, Three of Swords. So see, we're all learning together. Stability, learning, thinking, heartache. So we are finding good people, learning skills and how to deal with them properly so that we are also high vibrational with the new friends that we find, or lovers, or jobs. We think before we do anything rash or make harsh decisions or decisions on anything that could affect the rest of our lives, including either staying with bad situations or leaving them, okay? Think, judgment, before you decide what to do with this heartache. Because once you decide, you can move forward to these good, stable, steadfast community. There you go. Wow, that took a minute, but we're going to learn all this. I'm going to learn it, and you're going to learn it, so that when we talk about, I'm just bang stuff. I got a lot of energy. I don't know. I said I was tired, but I guess when I start doing this, I'm not. I like doing this, apparently. It makes me happy. So I get a little, unless I'm doing a really serious one. You're going to catch me on serious nights. If I feel like the message is really, really needed, then that's when the serious me comes out. This is a good one because it's just very clear. We're going to build a new community. We have a new community coming up for us, a loving one. And we're going to be wise. We're going to learn how to interact with each other and be more loving and let go of heartache. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So let's do Dragon Wisdom. Let's see what scars are about. Okay. Let's see what our little purple dragon scars is about. If you draw this card, it is time to look at the scars life has dealt you in a new light. We talked about that, judgment of heartache. The supposedly darkest hours of your life have left the deepest marks. They draw out the divine light within you. One or more of your scars may certainly still cause pain, as some wounds heal slowly. Yeah, they do. When somebody does you wrong, it's rough. But the violet dragon would like to teach you that there is a miraculous cure for your wounds and scars. This is the violet dragon. This miraculous, oh, how cute. Hey, look. I got a violet dragon. Can you see it? Yep. That's cool. Yeah. They even kind of look similar. Show you. Interesting. Okay, I got these glasses on, so I'm acting kooky. Can you really see though? I don't know if you can see this guy close enough, but yeah. There. Cute. Okay. I love this little dragon. I always put it out on my readings, and I got a when I went to Casadega to the psychic capital. It's here in Florida. That was really fun. I recommend going. It's a little town that's from the I don't even know, like the 1900s. It's exactly the same as like when they made the spiritualist camp, and they have a spiritual store, you know, with crystals and books and everything having to do with it. And I got a rainbow. I think it's a rainbow quartz. I'm not really sure. I have it somewhere, but I like to have that out because that is it's like an energy vortex. Pretty sure. There's a lot of things going on there. So I like this because I got it there. It was a special trip. It was fun. So anyway, moving on. This miracle, the violet dragon would like to teach you that there's a miracle cure, a miraculous cure for your wounds and scars. This miracle powder is a mixture of 70% forgiveness, 20% acceptance, and 10% devotion. This is the recipe for the elixir. Get that? 70% forgiveness. Today I had to forgive the person because I have to understand where it's coming from. 20% acceptance, accepting the situation. 20% forgiveness, forgiving the action, accepting why the action happened. I don't accept. Oh gosh, wow. How do I put this? And 10% devotion. So I'm devoted to understanding the shadow side of people. I am not going to forgive being mistreated. Is that a thing? So I can forgive that they have I can forgive that they have a flaw or a shadow, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be like, hey, that's cool. You have flaws and shadows. Just treat me like shit. No. Okay, no. But I will forgive and accept that you have shadows, just like I do. Okay. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Don't be a doormat. Okay. Right. That's my elixir. You do your elixir however you want. That's pretty much it. It's just giving you recipes that you can do. All right, well, that's simple and to the point. We have to find forgiveness, acceptance, and devotion to understanding why we've received scars from people, and try to heal and learn, grow, and move forward for your steadfast, trustworthy friends and loves, right? Yeah. Right. And one more. Transformation, black tourmaline. This book is beautiful. Can't even tell you how beautiful this book is. I'm not even getting it. And no, I'm not getting paid to say that. I'm not getting paid by anyone for anything except my job that I go to work at. Black tourmaline. Some say if you can see it, if you can't see it, it doesn't exist. But you can hear the radio, can't you? Radio frequencies are transmitted in waves invisible to the eye. A lot of information comes to us by routes that are unseen. My guides, your guides, God, the universal collective energy source, whatever you want to call it, angels, ancestors. Worlds of knowledge come across your screen transmitted on invisible silent waves. It's magical and in its own way noisy if you're sensitive to that sort of thing. Black tourmaline's first gift is transmutation, the ability to take all the energetic excess and turn it into something else. What, you may wonder? And that's for you to decide. Black tourmaline is both a teacher and a tool. How will you use it? How will you change one form of energy into another? one ritual you can do is blow it out. The human body transmutes and changes things in a different way than black tourmaline does. For instance, we exhale carbon dioxide. Where does the CO2 come from? The carbon in the food we eat. The CO2 we exhale is a byproduct of turning glucose into energy. This is a chemical transmutation. Like shamans in many cultures, you can use the metaphor of the breath as a vehicle for change and getting rid of what you don't need. It's simple. Blow it out. Like when you're doing yoga and you do breath work. Blow all that stuff out. It's really good. If you don't do yoga, you can sit down quietly. You don't have to be a pro at meditation. Put on some ambient music, some chakra cleansing, whatever you like. Rain, a river. You can find anything on YouTube that's a video of just soothing sounds. Wind chimes, sound bowls. Sit there, quiet. Dim a light. Light a candle if you want. Put on your music. Breathe in. Fill up the lungs. Hold it. Not enough till you're going to pass out. Be reasonable. And blow it out. When you blow it out, I mean, sometimes you get... I don't care what you have to do. Get it all. All that breath you took in, blow it all the way out. Get rid of that negative energy. There's a lady I watch that I'm going to look at again. She says every day she does a breathing exercise like that. And she even like brushes herself off, like brushes off the excess energy from the day or like negative energy that she doesn't need. It's a good idea. If I watch the video, I'll tell you what it's called. You can research it on your own. Okay. I forgot about that until just now. What else? Let's see what it says over here. Can you trust yourself when you know something, even if it sounds strange or hokey, that has not been tested and proven by science? I certainly do. So I do this now. You know how many people think that this is hokey, weird, devilish? I'm sure the list is a mile long. Okay. But I don't. I like it, and I feel like it's a way of communicating with others. It's like it just brings up ideas. Like, you know, I'll have a topic, but this helps me like clarify the topic and give me like a different point of view about it, of how to explain it, right? So and I have faith that comes from my guides. So without that, I wouldn't be able to, you know, it would just be a topic, you know, which is fine, but just adds flavor and guidance, right? So that's why I like it, you know. I'm not a so-called fortune teller. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a guru. I'm just a lady who's been through a very colorful life, and I've faced many great and terrible things, but I would say through my faith, it's never broken me for more than that quick. I can't explain it. You know, we all get down, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I take a whole year. I've taken longer than that after breakups and stuff for deep diving and self-discovery and praying and nature and art and anything that I could do to heal myself and, if you can afford to go to a therapist, that's what you want to do, you do whatever it takes to be whole again. It's very expensive, and for me personally, I had to find other ways. Prayer, meditation, nature, art, my own form of spirituality. I've looked into traditional religion. I've read a little bit about this and that, actually. Even if it's a short book on other religions, I like to see what they're all about. I think they have a lot of them have good messages, okay? Then I find them all helpful. I don't discriminate. I don't know every single one of them by any means, but a little reading on this and that. I'm open-minded, and I like to hear different beliefs. So that's me personally. I like this because I told you. I don't know. It interests me. That's all I can tell you. And I don't question it. It's just what I was guided to do at the moment. Or maybe forever. I'm not really sure yet. But yeah. Different message tonight. I'll try to piece it all together so it makes sense. Kind of went off the rails, I told everybody, if you watch my channel, it's going to be different, like every time. I guess that's the Gemini in me, right? Different every time, maybe. Okay. So yeah, I'll be anxious to talk about my adventure with you, and I'll take as many pictures as I can, and I'll put together a little movie that you can see of my adventure, and not of the people I'm going to visit, because, well, I like to know that I have a family, but I don't like to blast them on, out to the public for their own personal protection and privacy. But I do have a lovely, lovely family, so I'm grateful for that. Okay. All right, guys. Let's be abundant. Let's get some money, some prosperity, new community of really good people, and let's build one here. And if you like this, you can share it once I make sense of it and condense it down. And let's work on healing those scars. Let's work on setting boundaries with people who want to try to give us scars. And uplift each other, okay? That's it. I'm going to relax. I've done everything else I need to do. Tomorrow it's just packing and getting out of here. So yeah, pretty excited, okay? Love you guys, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Like if you like it, share if you want, subscribe if you want. It all helps our community grow. Our community. Okay? Love you, bye.